Hi, my name's Rupert and I'm making this short video to support my application to speak at the TEDx Folkestone event later in the summer. The subject of my talk is how to be a patriot in an age of globalization. And I was given the idea because I looked at the Folkestone result in the Brexit referendum and was struck by the thought that 60% of people voted to leave the EU despite being only 30 miles from France. And I wanted to know why. What is driving people's how they view the world? Now, looking at this topic, one can then start challenging an audience to consider things like, when does populism become democracy? And when does patriotism become nationalism? Having distilled all this into a talk illustrated by stories from my own personal experience as a soldier, but also my travels around the world, I come up with three conclusions which I hope are really positive and leave the audience thinking about their place in the world and how we can develop society. The first is we need to talk about these issues a whole heap more, and patriotism is not some fuddy-duddy old idea that is past its time. Secondly, we need to look at history, because actually these issues of patriotism, globalization, sovereignty have been debated consistently for the last 2,000 years, and the answers are there. And finally, I want to look at the idea of localism, because I believe that with localism one can build sustainable communities, and once you get sustainable communities comfortable with themselves, that becomes a country comfortable with itself and therefore comfortable with its place in the world. I really hope you like my talk.